It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Listen, let's go ahead and get into some things, okay? Let's go ahead and have us a quick chat. Yeah, okay, what? Moonwalking into the room, okay? Hit the like button. Yes, yes. What's up, Kay? Thanks for coming on in and moderating for your girl, okay? Lantonette, what's going on? Hey, Mikey. Hey, boo. What's up? Hey, Ben. Okay, used to be do sweetie girl. What? It used to be do sweetest girl. Okay. Hey, Ben. Hey, Naturally Mar. What's going on? Y'all come on into the room. Hey, Kathy. What's up? Okay. Yes. Just be happy like me. Hey, boo. What's going on? Okay. Amina. Did I say it right? Eminata. Eminata. What's going on, honey? What's going on? Hey, babe. What's going on? Baby Trisha. I hope I said it right. Thank you so much. What's up? What's up? What's up, Cali girl? What's going on, everybody? Miss Michonne, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Andrea, yes, come on in the room, y'all. What's up, Chelsea, Yulon? Okay, yes, come on in. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies? What's up? What's up? All right, y'all, listen. I got some things I want to come to you guys about. All right. Okay. Of course, if you saw the title, we're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. So let's get into it. Right. So the first person I want to talk about is Miss Nicki Minaj. Okay. Because you guys know Nicki will be she gonna be over there hosting some of it, not all of it. Andy has already confirmed. Once he gets out of his seat, he will give roughly about 5 minutes or so to Miss Nicki Minaj to ask the ladies some questions, okay? So she's going to be a part of the reunion. She also took to her IG to let her fans know about that reunion, right? Because people have been speculating about her kind of like going in on Miss Candiace, going for the jugular when it comes to Miss Candiace. And I have, you know, a quick little clip because, you know, I like to play my clips over here, honey. And I want you guys to get into what Nicki Minaj had to say about the reunion and her going after Candiace. Okay, so go ahead and check this out.
The women to me were also very charming in person. I could see why they got chosen, you know, to be on the show. I saw something said that I went hard on Candiace. Yes, I think I went hard on everybody equally. You know, like they're tough girls on that show. So they were, you know, I normally know who I can, you know, be like that with, and I could tell that they were tough enough to allow me to be tough with them. So I think I kind of went for the jugular with everyone. Not in a bad way, not in a mean way, just in a way that I was like, y'all, if I go back without getting, you know, asking the real shit that my fans want to know, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. They're going to be like, bitch, why you went up there if you wasn't really going to get into some things? So I had to get into some things.
Y'all heard what Miss Nicki said, honey. She said she had to get into some things. I'm cringing. I am cringing this reunion. I'm not looking forward to it at all with Miss Nicki Minaj sitting down there. I feel like because it's a clash of fans, you got the Real Housewives of Potomac, and within Real Housewives of Potomac, you have so many other things. You know, you got people that's only fans of Candiace, people that's only fans of Mia. Then you got people that's loving Ashley, and it's like all of that turmoil going on. And then you're gonna bring the Barbs into it. It's just like, girl, y'all can have this real. Pack it up. Just pack it up and ship it out, girl. That's how I'm feeling, okay, about this reunion. I'm not really looking forward to it, but on the very, very, very lower end, I am kind of looking forward to it to see what the questions are that Nicki is going to ask and how are the ladies going to respond to it, right? So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm sure all of the ladies are going to hold their own. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. So she said that well, she said she wasn't really going for the jugular. Like she went with it with everybody, right? She came at everybody's head, right? For the most part. But I don't know about Nicki, okay? Nicki been out here doing a whole lot of shit. So I don't even know if she's telling me the truth, if she really didn't go for the jugular like that, but she went for the jugular. Which one is it, girl? So we're just gonna have to wait and see. November is gonna be a very interesting month when they get ready to roll this out. I do wonder if it's gonna be 3 parts or if they're gonna give us 4 parts like they're gonna give us for Beverly Hills. Some part of me feel like Potomac should get 4 parts over what the hell Beverly Hills was giving. And y'all had the audacity to give us 4 parts, and I got to sit up here and watch this reunion so I can bring y'all some content. Okay. But I feel like if anybody get a 4-part reunion, it should be the ladies of Potomac because they've definitely been giving. I believe they hit over 1 million in views on ratings or whatever on last week for last week's show. And I said, come on, Candiace. Come on, Candiace, for contributing to the views for the people. Okay. Because if she wasn't over here giving anything for people to talk about, y'all, they wouldn't be watching. All right. So there's that. I think that because Nicki will be a part of the reunion, I think they're probably going to get some record-breaking numbers in the reunion as well. I want to hear how y'all feel, though. Y'all looking forward to Nicki hosting this, or not hosting, but I say partially hosting this reunion. Let me know if y'all looking forward to seeing, some of the questions that she's going to ask. Because some part of me feel like she could have gone for the jugular with the questions, but then some part of me gives me like it's going to be a playful session, right? Especially towards the end of the night after these ladies have done all their arguing and yelling and no stop, no sit down, hey, go over there. It's like all this stuff going on for however many hours. And then she came in towards the tail end. It feels like she could possibly come in and be looking forward to, brightening up the mood just a little bit, we gonna see. I see Just Be Happy Like Me say, oh no. Okay, so obviously that's a no. Okay. Gloria says that Candiace is carrying Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, Candiace hand RHOP trending, love her or hate her. Okay, Chai. Love her or hate her, she keeps it trending, girl. That's the only name I be seeing. And if it's not RHOP, I see Candiace trending. And I swear, for me, I know a lot of Kenya fans may not feel like, Candiace and Kenya are the same, but they are definitely different, ladies. Definitely different age ranges and all of that, right? And Kenya has been on Housewives way longer than Candiace. But for Potomac, I'm sorry, Candiace is Kenya of Potomac, okay? For me. Quite hilarious. Quite hilarious. Okay. Not Candiace needs a raise, honey. Candiace needs a raise, period, child. Let me find out the ladies of Potomac, all of the ladies being a part of this show. I feel like all of them could use a raise, to be honest, because they have to deal with the BS too. They all may not respond to it on social media, but the way these fans be coming at their head, I feel like everybody deserves a raise over there. And I tell you one thing. They better be making what Miss Erica Jane over there making after her salary was just revealed that she making over $600K. They better be making. The only person that better not be making $600K or anywhere close to it is Miss Mia. Y'all know they don't really get paid a whole lot their first season. That's probably why Miss Mia felt the need to let everybody know, girl, listen, I make over $400K. Mia had to let the girls know, like, girl, I'm gonna be financially fine with or without Potomac, girl. I need y'all to start to let you know, sorry to put you in my business, girl, but I make $450K. Girl, everybody's face was like, oh. She the only person that best will not be making nowhere near $600K. But as far as the other ladies, that's been on the show for a minute, they better be making a cute coin. Okay, because if not, we're gonna have to go down to the nearest department of Bravo's office, okay? Whoever handles the union or whatever for the black folk, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have to get into conversation. And at this point, the ladies over there at Atlanta better not be making what Potomac making, because Potomac is giving, regardless of who we do not care for on that show. Each one of them are giving, okay? And y'all know how I am about Miss Ashley. Even Ashley is giving what needs to be given. Okay, I did not like how Ashley acted in the last episode in that scene, but Ashley gave what needed to give for Candiace to respond the way that she needed to respond. And girl, the views just went up and the people went up on Twitter too. Okay, so all of the ladies in their own right, I don't know about you, Robyn. Okay, but they're giving. And speaking of Robyn, y'all, this came to me. Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. So remember we had saw the previews about how one was going to walk out on her and pull off on her because she was stuck in the past? Where is that clip? Did that get, is that to come, or did I miss something? Like, where is that? Because I could have sworn we were supposed to get some type of view of that. We saw it in the previews where she and Juan had an exchange of words, and he was like, really, Robyn, or whatever, and he hopped in the car and he pulled off. Where is that? Are we going to see that? And if not, this is the SHI that I be talking about, that they be showing us in the previews, but not showing us on the show, and I'm feeling a way about it. And if y'all gonna do that, that's fine. But can y'all drop on Bravo's website an insider to all of the unseen footage or something? Can you please do that just a little bit for us? Maybe a little bit. Let me know. Oh, okay then. Did anybody else see that? Okay, yeah, where is that? Yes. Where is that clip? Where is that? Okay, we have 3 more episodes, so hopefully it's not on the cutting room floor. I pray not. They better cut it up and put it on their website or put it on YouTube. That's what they need to do. Cut it up. Okay? Because I feel like, and it's no shade to Robyn, and I really hate this season because y'all know, if you've been watching my channel, you know I loved me some Gizelle and Robyn. Okay? If I ain't go up for nobody, I went up for them, and that has truly changed over this particular season. But I will say, Robyn, you didn't give us a whole lot, and that clip would have gave us something. And if we don't get to see it, I feel away. I feel away about that because that would have gave. Nothing else that you've done has given. Okay, so I mean, I feel away about it, right? But we're gonna go ahead and transition. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Let's talk about Miss Karen, because you guys know she is a fan of Miss Nicki Minaj, as Nicki Minaj is a fan of hers as well. So she was really excited to have Nicki on the reunion. She's mentioned in previous interviews where she was hoping for Nicki to actually be there. And she actually ended up getting her wish. She sat down with Daily Pop, and I want to play that clip on her interaction with Nicki. So you guys go ahead and get into this.
That reunion just happened.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj came on set. What was that like?
It was legendary. It was epic. It was everything I thought it was. You know, Nicki and I have followed each other for many years, since I came on to the platform. So it was really nice to meet her and see how powerfully intelligent she is.
Yeah.
And fair she is, because how fair she is, because she's a huge fan of Ray Huger. Forget us women. She loves Ray Ray. And that's all I can say. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to give too much away. But she loves my husband. Oh. And so I had to photobomb her ass. Oh, okay.
No, it's all right. You good.
I had to photobomb her because I'm like, Nicki, I'm here.
Okay.
Y'all heard Miss Karen, honey. Miss Karen said she had to photobomb Miss Nicki to let her know, girl, I am here. I have arrived. When you arrived, I arrived as well. Actually, y'all know Karen kind of gets on my nerves when watching the show at times. But I will say, watching this interview with her, it's like a little 5-minute interview over there on Daily Pop, so y'all check it out. But watching this, I felt like Karen may be dope as I don't know what, you know, outside of the show. She might be actually cool. She was funny. She was cool. I was like, okay then, Miss Karen. Miss Karen, you know, I don't know. It was something about it that I liked. I have to say, I liked it. I liked the interview. I liked her personality in the interview. So Karen may not be that bad, okay? Karen may be cool as hell, all right? I will say that, even though she get on my nerves sometimes on the show. That was a good one, girl, okay? Now, while she sat down on this, in this interview, not only did she speak about Nicki Minaj and, you know, the interaction or whatnot and her having to catch up with her, she was really excited about, you know, her partially hosting. She also opens up to speak on Gizelle, because y'all know on this past week's episode, we got to see her and Gizelle talk, chit chat, laugh, all of this. And I was like, okay, so they cool. Like, what's happening here? Okay. I always feel like they have some type of frenemy relationship where they really do like each other. They probably genuinely care about each other, but once they get on the show, it's business at this point. We got to get this money. We got to bring something to the show until the other girls start bringing something to the show. Okay. So, yeah, she ended up speaking on Gizelle. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip for you guys as well, so you can go ahead and get into it. So check this out, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something on last week's episode that I never thought I would see in my ever-loving life. You and Gizelle kikiing on the van.
Yeah.
Karen, I up my earthquake insurance because the big one must be coming.
Okay.
Let me be real with you. I don't start anything with Jizzy. Jizzy starts it with me, but I finish it.
Ooh.
And I can say the girls, I love all the girls on the show. I love Wendy, Mia, Jizzy, you know, Candiace, Ashley, Escala, the friend of the show. I really have respect for everyone, but you're not going to come at me disrespectfully, you know, year after year after year. So Gizelle just got put into her place, but at some point that wore the girls out. And because I care about this team, RHOP, these are my girls,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
I had to try. I had to set an example and see if I can reset the clock, but my third eye is on Jizzy, okay? Trust.
Listen.
If she comes left, I will go left with her. If she comes correct, Jizzy and I give great TV.
Y'all heard Miss Karen. I wasn't opposed to the things that she said in you know, as it pertains to Miss Gizelle. Girl, you come at me wrong, I'm gonna come at you wrong, right? But I like that she said that, you know, about Gizelle, because then for me, it's like, then as much as y'all say Candiace has mouth, you gotta understand when somebody come at her wrong, she gonna come at them wrong as well. So how do you not connect that? I love that, yeah, but overall, you know, the interview was cute. I saw somebody in the comments say, don't you fall for Miss Karen and her BS, honey. Don't fall for Miss Karen. Y'all still calling this woman a liar. Girl, I will say, you know, she does irritate me on the show at times, but I did like that little 5-minute clip interview, right? I can't with Karen making it seem like she was a savior. Now that right there, I will say she does do a bit much on that part, right? But we'll get into that as we get ready to transition over into the after show, because y'all know I checked out the after show. For you guys that want to check out that after show, be sure to go over there to Bravo, and they have the clip there for y'all to check it out in its entirety. All right. Say what? Not Escala, the friend of the show. We know she a friend, Karen. We know she a friend, Karen. Was that shade on like that? Yikes. She definitely be having her subtle shade in there. But the people are definitely liking Miss Escala. So I do hope that she comes back next season. We'll see how that's going to play out. It was funny to see Escala come in as Robyn's friend, and we didn't really see her interact with Robyn at all, child. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's get into this after show, honey. Let's talk about some things. So Candiace versus Mia. The lettuce incident, okay? Ashley replays this incident. I thought it was interesting for Ashley to replay this incident, considering the fact that you couldn't even recall the events when you had the chance to recall it, girl. You know, I don't understand Ashley. When she not there, she got so much to say, but when she there, she get it all mixed up. Okay. Candiace speaks on how she didn't appreciate Mia talking about her. So she approached her and said, well, let's talk about it then. Let's resolve it then. Since you want to talk about me in my face to Ashley, then girl, let's talk. So Candiace speaks on her just flicking a piece of lettuce, and Mia decided to take a handful of the lettuce and throwing it at her. Okay. What else happened? Mia says that the reason she did that was because she needed, Candiace feels like the reason Mia did that was because she has this desire to prove. Okay, she has a desire to prove things to people. So that's why she decided to take that handful of lettuce. But Mia says that she threw it because Candiace threw a little piece and she wanted Candiace to see what it's really like to throw lettuce. Okay, so she was trying to show her how to throw it. Hilarious. Okay. Ashley continues to recant the story, even though she wasn't right. Okay, like I said in the beginning, she shouldn't have been recanting the story because she couldn't even remember, child. But anyway, okay. And not Stu, she does call her Stewie Darby. I just think it's so hilarious. Okay. Hey, Erica. So let's move on. Gizelle says that she was so happy that she was not there because she said, listen, y'all blame me for everything. And y'all is not for to blame me for this. She said, I got blamed for a bar fight last year and I wasn't even there. Girl, I holler because, you know, a lot of people blame Gizelle for the fight between Mo and between Candiace because Gizelle kind of like pushed her. But I always took it as like Gizelle was kind of like trying to like stop her from, you know, fighting or whatever. And I guess when they said Monique felt that, that's when she attacked or whatever like that. But ultimately, I felt like, you know, Mo should have went at Gizelle for other reasons, not because it was like a slight push. But let's be honest, my opinion, you know, going back to last year, because we keep referring, child, one day we're going to be over it. But I guess it ain't today. So with that, I feel like that was Ashley Darby, the queen of starting things, the queen of doing things behind the scenes, but they wouldn't necessarily show it. I think they gave us 1 or 2 clips last year that showed us how Ashley kind of got a lot of things started. Ashley started that conversation right? And then she left and went to the bathroom. How you start some stuff, and it made me feel like she knew what was about to happen. So she started that, go to the bathroom, and you just magically not show up until everything is over. Yikes. Okay, so there's that. But, you know, to Gizelle's point, you do get blamed for some stuff, girl, because there were a lot of people that blamed you for the push of the shoulder, you know, on old girl. Gizelle goes on to say that Candiace started the issue with Mia. Like, she started the whole altercation, the argument with Mia when she threw the lettuce. And I just laughed my ass off when I heard it, because I said, so y'all just gonna skip over the fact that Mia put her hands in this lady's face more than one time? So we just not gonna... And we just, okay, that's fine, Gizelle, because see, you got your information from Ashley, who also told the story inaccurately as well. So I okay, that's fine, girl. So then Gizelle says, don't start none. Remember this. Gizelle said, don't start none, won't be none. These are words that came out of Gizelle's mouth. She said, don't start none, won't be none. It says that Candiace should have kept the food in the bowl, okay? And I'm wondering now, how do you feel, Gizelle, now that you see the entire clip? What are your overall thoughts now? Okay. There's that. All right. I wonder if the statement would have, what did I write? And with that same statement, yes. So when Gizelle says, don't start none, won't be none, does that same statement also apply to Ashley, who started with Candiace and Chris at the table? Does that not, that don't apply to, so we just gonna, got it. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, then she also goes on to say this, very interesting. Gizelle goes on to say that, Candiace, if you started it, you were wrong, right? Well, now you're saying if she started it, but just earlier you were so adamant that she did. So now you're saying if she started it, then you're wrong. And if you started it, then Mia should have took the whole bowl of salad and put it on your head. I said, wow, that's what we're doing? Not you being the woman that was advocating for Monique wrong and saying that, you know, we don't fight people and do all of this extra stuff. Yikes. So then now you want to condone it and say that she should have put the whole salad bowl on Candiace's head. How else would the salad bowl get there? There would have had to have been an altercation to take place for it to get there. So now you're condoning fighting. Okay. And yikes, yet again. Okay. There's that. I thought that was highly interesting. Okay, for Gizelle to say such a thing. What else? She also said, which is funny because earlier in that statement, she said, we don't condone throwing food at each other. This is what Gizelle is saying, but then you turn around and say that if Candiace started it, she was wrong. And if she started it, Mia should have put the whole bowl of salad on her head. But you just said that y'all don't condone throwing food. So now you're saying that you condone her putting the salad bowl on her head? Who said that? Where they do that at? How do you not? It's not adding. The math ain't mathing. Let's keep going, okay? It's killing me that the ladies of Real Housewives of Potomac try to act so prestigious. That's the thing that makes me cackle. Let's keep going. Karen is asked about teabagging. This segment was hilarious to me. And she was asked about the teabagging and Gizelle having to explain it to her. And Karen is now trying to act like she doesn't know. Y'all, I feel like Karen does know what teabagging is. I can't tell her what she knows, but I feel like, girl, you old enough to know what teabagging is, okay? What else happened? She says when she asked somebody off to the side, she said, what's teabagging? They said, oh, when the man take the balls and then he dip it in your mouth. You know, it was just funny to hear the offside conversation of them telling Karen what teabagging is. And then Karen just said, oh, no. And then he go me and said, oh, teabagging, yes. Yes, I remember that teabagging. I said, okay, Mia, you excited, huh? You excited about that? Okay. Yeah, she's excited about that. Okay, girl. So then Ashley says that she thought everyone knew what teabagging was, right? She thought that everybody knew what it meant, especially after they had already discussed, you know, the tossing of the salad, right? So I'm like, yeah, maybe not everybody, but I felt like Karen knew. I felt like Karen definitely knew. So I was kind of with Ashley on that. Now, Gizelle insists that Karen knows. She's like, no, Karen knows. Karen knows what teabagging is. Girl, she know. And Karen wants, she said, well then, girl, I don't know. But you tell me how a first lady know. How would you know? How would you know what teabagging is, Gizelle? And then goes on to say, oh, I know. Jamal knows what teabagging is. I said, Karen, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at this one right here. I can't be mad at it, girl. I thought it was funny. I said, ooh, okay, Karen. Okay. That was a quick one. You did good. Good job. Okay. So then the ladies are asked about Gordon. 1 second. Of course, Candiace has licked a ball or two in the last 25 years. If Ray had anything to say about it, yikes. Maybe they called it cough drop back in her day. Karen only a few years older than me. Jeez, my goodness, okay? Okay, we know Gizelle, Ashley, and Robyn agenda on this show, and hope Candiace sees it and Wendy does too. Okay, Karen, get it any way you can. Okay, I pray Candiace, cause GEB out, give them the tongue lashing they deserve. Right? I definitely want her to collect the girls and let them know that they cannot, just say and do whatever they want. I would not mind that. But then I also don't want everybody to get to a place where it's like, oh, we ain't gonna film with her, okay? Because that, I feel like that's what they ended up doing to Mo. Everybody was trying to be around her last season. So, I guess they could try, but I feel like Candiace also can stand by herself at times. So even if they did, she still would, come back and make it a show and be fine. Her filming with her mama gonna be entertainment within itself. So let's get to the ladies and them having to talk about Gordon, okay? So Gizelle says that they thought Michael Darby turns into a different person when he drinks. But she also goes on to say that Michael ain't got nothing on G. You don't even know G, girl. You don't even know this man. You do not tell me what? You don't, girl, I'm sorry. They either at the same playing field or Michael worse than him. Okay. Now, G, so far, because again, I don't even know G, right? But I did see him drunk and I saw him, why you look so good, girl. The things that come out of his mouth, right, are very slick. But what we have yet to see is G go and grab somebody's arse, okay? We did not see him go and physically touch on somebody else's body when he's drunk, right? So I would disagree, but maybe Gizelle has seen more than we have. Maybe there's going to be something to the story when G and Ashley kind of have like a tit for tat or whatever on the shuttle. We gonna see. But I disagree with that statement because I'm like, how? And that right there, furthermore, makes me feel like, I hate to use this term alliance, but there could be some type of alliance or agreement between Gizelle and Ashley that she's not really going to come from Michael or say anything negative or anything like that about him or something. And it just gives me the tip. It gives me, we're going to tiptoe around Ashley's feelings and where she is because she's had a baby or whatever that we've called it a truce. Like, I don't understand the dynamic, but I don't like it. What else? So we learned that Gordon was really into Gizelle and Robyn. Now, I'm like, that makes sense because Gordon also likes white women, and you guys are probably as close to it as he's going to get on this show outside of Ashley. I feel like the difference would that's why I don't know what the argument going to be between the both of them. I don't know what Gordon did. I don't know if he was complimenting her too much or whatever, but he definitely complimented Karen, but that's right up his alley. All right, so it made sense. But this is what was interesting for me. Robyn says, I did not mind G's compliments. I did not mind them at all. And I'm like, is it because one doesn't give you enough compliments or something? Like, you didn't mind his compliments? I would have felt uncomfortable. But okay. What else ended up happening? Wendy is asked how she felt about Gordon, and she says Mia was deflecting earlier in the season because she is used to her man flirting with other women in her face. So whenever Mia has tried to speak negatively about Wendy and her man or whatever, she was really deflecting and, I guess projecting based on her own situation. All right. Mia says that Gordon will always be Gordon, and he's a very confident wife. This is what Mia says. She doesn't care what he says to other women. I do not care what he says to other women as long as he's respectful. Now, one thing about Mia, if Mia don't do nothing else, she's gonna put that size 14 in her mouth. Okay, if Mia does not do anything else, so we're gonna see how this is going to play out on next week's episode. Okay, when G comes at Ashley, we're gonna see how she responds to that. The sad part for me, when Mia says anything, Karen sits in the confessional and nods her head and fully agrees with everything Mia says. And I'm just like, I don't understand that. Two people can be wrong at the same time, Karen. So it just gives me, let me play nice let me act like I'm like. It gives me your position hasn't changed since last season. You're not that cool with Gizelle. You know Robyn don't really care for you. Ashley is a bit fickle. Candiace still ain't effing with you. Okay. And who else is left? You got a scholar, then you got Mia. It seems like that's your only friend. So it's like you're just trying to cater to her thoughts. Like, yes, you're right. Absolutely. It's something off about that I don't like. But okay then, girl. Yeah, okay, all right then. Wendy believes that Mia is insecure. Wendy also says that she is okay with, she says that she believes she's insecure because she feels like, what's this girl name? Mia is okay with her husband sleeping with other women in front of her. And this was interesting because I missed that. I don't remember that. One of y'all said it in the comments of my other video, and then they played the playback. And I was like, oh, she did say that. She sits back and she enjoys him interacting like that with someone else. And Candiace says that she believes that, it's actually something that G loves to do more than Mia loves to do. It's something that he loves to do, but Mia just goes along with it so that she can feel like everything in her marriage is okay. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's something that Mia truly enjoys. Maybe she do. Maybe she do like that. I don't know, but somebody gave me that's what go either that or she just don't feel like maybe she do enjoy it because she don't be one on him. Hello, he get older, girl. She'll let somebody else deal with that struggle. Girl, now you wrong for that. Don't say that. Anyway, I already said it. But anyway, we're gonna go and move on. Okay. Because maybe she just tired and she rather somebody else go through the struggle with G and she don't have to do it. Girl, she probably be fine to sit there and watch. Mia probably be on her phone and everything while all this is going down. Let's move on. Okay. Mia goes on to say that she wants him to continue to live life authentically and as he wants because he's 68 years old. I said, girl, I couldn't. Y'all better than me. Girl, okay? She said, life is precious. I said, at 68, you're damn right it is. Like, girl, like, yes, all life is definitely precious, but girl, 68, yes, ma'am. It's definitely, you're right. You're right. Okay, so we speak on Chris upset, right? Being upset at the restaurant. Okay, Gizelle says that she was uncomfortable. I said, that's very interesting for you to say uncomfortable. But we'll get to that. Candiace says that Chris doesn't like when she gets mad and he'll storm off or whatever. Karen thinks that Chris is very level-headed and he tries to steer Candiace into the right direction, but sometimes Candiace just wants to be heard. I agree with that statement. Sometimes she just wants to be heard, okay? And I don't be understanding everybody's rush and need to hush Candiace up. That's what I don't be understanding. Y'all like to pick bones with this girl, do things to cause her to react, and then tell her, shh, be quiet. No, that's like, to me, the first thing I could think of, and this may not, y'all may not agree, leave your thoughts, but I'm like, that's like whooping your child and they crying and then you telling them to shut up. Ma'am, you just hit me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just like, no, I'm not. I'm hollering, I'm screaming, like this hurt. Okay, no, I just like y'all feel like y'all can do what y'all want to do, and then she's supposed to just be quiet. Now, sometimes I do think that Candiace, like Chris told her, like it's okay to answer, to respond once. And the reason why I really want her to give them dust is because I want them to create the scene for themselves. Stop antagonizing this girl and trying to cause reactions out of her just for y'all to have some form of entertainment. Candiace, pay attention. Okay, pay attention. If you're gonna be, snapping off, fine. Some people definitely deserve to be snapped off on, but I feel like just pay attention. Pay attention to when people are trying to egg you. People are trying to get you to a certain space and give them dust. Okay, let them figure out ways to create the scene for themselves. Those are my thoughts on that. Y'all hop down, y'all argue in the comments. What else? Yeah, so they made it seem like ultimately Chris was like upset with Candiace, but he also said out of his own mouth that it's overall, like it's not just her, it was y'all too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's over the whole, every time y'all go somewhere, it's like y'all arguing, right? So it wasn't that he was just upset with his wife, he was upset with everything. Ashley says that Chris getting loud and raising his voice made her feel uneasy. Baby, let's take a moment of silence. Take a moment of silence. Okay, let me read that again. Ashley says that Chris getting loud and raising his voice made her feel a little uneasy. Moment of silence. Yeah. So did you feel, Ashley, after Juan's engagement to Robyn and Michael went on a grown man tantrum, going crazy, trying to fight people, cussing out production, embarrassed the fuck out of you? You were willing to leave him at the venue to go home because you were so upset. How did your husband's actions make you feel? And your husband did far more than what Chris did. I'm just trying to get an understanding. How uneasy did you feel in that moment? Were you triggered? Is that why you said that? It made you feel uneasy? You were having flashbacks to when your husband showed his whole monkey donkey? Was that it? Because that's not adding up for me. Yeah, no. So let's move on. Robyn blamed his actions on drinking. I don't know if it was drinking. Even though everybody was drinking, I don't think that Chris was like super drunk, right? I don't think he was super drunk, but I think that he saw his wife getting to a place and he wanted to get her out, which I felt like, no. You act like she was about to throw hands. She was just checking the hell out of Ashley. And I think that he tried to get her up from the table prematurely. Those are my thoughts about it, right? There's that. But I do think with Candiace, I think that in that moment as well, like as much as I'm glad that she checked Ashley, I think that she needs to, you know how they say, listen to my voice? Like if you got your eyes closed, it's like, listen to my voice and you can hear the direction of wherever the person is. I feel like she needs to listen to her husband's voice a bit more to be able to say, you know, like if he's like, chill, like, yo, 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes let your husband handle it. But Chris, if she does quiet down to give you room for that, you need to handle it. You need to handle it. You need to handle it. Okay? Handle it so she ain't got to handle it. But in her defense, yet again, I feel like Ashley sent for her because she included her in that conversation, which is why Candiace decided to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and say her piece. Karen says that Chris did that because of Candiace's mouth. And I thought that was very funny because nobody is up there blaming Ashley for her mouth. He did that because of her mouth. What did she say besides responding to Ashley when Ashley said what she said? She was just responding to what Ashley had gotten started, but everybody is talking about her mouth. I don't be understanding it. So it wasn't Ashley's mouth when Ashley sat up there and told Chris, I'm not talking to you now. What? And she got an attitude with this man when this man was just sitting here calm and stuff. And you're talking about his wife and his wife is addressing you now. And then when he decides to hop back into the conversation, you say, I'm not talking to you now. So it's not going to be Ashley's mouth when Ashley called Candiace a bitch first before Candiace even uttered the words. So it's always Candiace's mouth, but ain't nobody paying attention to anything else. Girl, my God. Okay. Mia says that she remembers Chris telling Candiace to shut the up. I was like, well, when they played the flashback, I didn't necessarily hear no shut the up, okay? I heard him just trying to tell her to hush or whatever he said. I didn't hear those words, shut the as he was trying to get her outside, okay? Mia says that, and I love this yet again, because here it is, Mia putting that size 14 foot right back into her mouth, saying that not now man or husbander can tell her to shut the ever. Again, here's Karen. And I'm like, why is you agreeing with this lady? But I also gave Karen a little grace because Karen was not there when the words were spoken to her by her husband saying, I don't often get the chance to tell you to shut the, okay? So, yeah, girl, okay? And then when a scholar asked you, did he tell you to shut the, she was like, yeah, probably, you know? And you're okay with that? Yeah, you know, it's fine. We talk like that. Like, girl, shut up. This woman. But it's as much as Mia may get on my nerves with how she does stuff, Mia's funny. Mia's funny. Mia keeps the people talking. Mia's entertaining. As much as I may feel like, oh, I'm tired of her lies. I'm tired of her misconstruing things. It's entertaining. She's entertaining as hell. I enjoy watching her put her foot in her mouth. Okay, this just thing she gonna have to learn as she go into the next season. I think everybody should definitely come back next season. We'll see, unless Mia pissed me off again later on in the season, my thoughts may change. But in this moment, she's entertaining. It's hilarious. Okay, G has to stay on the show. We like G. Period. Okay, because I am looking forward to seeing a disagreement between G and Michael. That is what I want to see. I definitely want to see that. Okay. Now, Candiace is asked about being on a trip with Ashley. I thought this was pretty interesting because Candiace says that when they're on a trip as the Bassets, she said that they're great, they're fun, they have a good time when they're around each other. Ashley says that she softened up to Chris because it's the circumstances of his wife. Like his wife gets him into the BS, right? And I'm like, yeah, kind of like what you do too, Ashley, because it's funny because you also get Michael into the BS. And then Michael just don't know how to kind of stay out of the BS because Michael be having to tell what it is that he know. Hello? from your mouth, from your pillow talk. All right, Chris just be staying out of the mess until Candiace do some stuff, and then he got to haul me, and I got to go in here and grab my woman up. You know what I'm saying? But in your case, girl, you be telling Michael everything, and Michael be getting beside himself. But that's what rich white men do. Anyway, what else? Gizelle says that she doesn't like when they argue to a point where they make everyone want to go and hide. I guess, Gizelle. I guess like you and Karen wasn't sitting up there in Wendy's house making everybody ready to go and hide because you just bust out talking about everybody know I can't stand Miss Karen. Anyway, so Candiace says that actually, which was interesting, that she and Ashley actually had a kumbaya moment. They had a cute kumbaya moment when they were up late at night. She said Miss Karen was up late with them and she was drinking, honey. So they had a really nice kumbaya moment amongst all of them. But it was interesting to see that Candiace went on to watch, not Candiace, but Ashley went on to watch What Happens Live. And she was just like, no, girl, we ain't friends. I tried to give her the opportunity to apologize for the overseer comment. Right. And I guess the milkmaid comment or whatever. And Candiace did it. She felt like Candiace was just digging herself a deeper grave. Girl, she ain't digging nothing. She just don't rock with you. And if she meant what she said, why would she apologize? And see, that's the thing that y'all like to do on these shows. Y'all love to say out of the way things to people. Okay. Get their families involved and all this extra stuff. Right. And then be seeking apologies and then turn around and do the same thing all over again. Girl, Candiace, keep your apologies to yourself, especially if you don't mean it. And actually, she's not going to apologize to you because you're a person that's out for vendetta. Like that's just how you move. That's how you operate. OK, that's how you do, girl. What else ended up happening? Candiace and Ashley's argument. OK. I find it funny that Gizelle says that she wasn't thinking about the argument at that time because she was focused on her foot and wanting to prop her foot up somewhere. I thought that was really funny for you to say. You wasn't focused on that part of the argument when Ashley started it because you was thinking about your foot, but you was focused on Candiace's mouth and you were focused on Chris' actions and said that, it scared you or whatever it was. It made you feel a way as well. So that you wasn't focused on that when Ashley started it, but you was focused on the other stuff. Oh, okay. You want to think about your foot then, huh? Oh, okay then. All right then, girl. Once again, not calling Ashley out. Okay. Ashley says that she didn't understand why Candiace would put herself in the same position that she did last year. For me, I feel like number one, Candiace wasn't trying to be in that situation last year. Okay. She was put in that situation. You asked her about the BS and then Mo did the most as well. Okay, so there's that. Candiace was not trying to fight Mo, but Mo obviously had some built up anger from a very long time ago and misplaced anger, and things definitely went left. Okay, and then also you just had the story all wrong when it came to Mia and Candiace. Okay, you made it seem like it was all Candiace, as if you didn't see this woman just put her hands in this lady's face and you were standing right there. If anybody had a front row seat, it was Ashley Darby. Girl, anyway. What else? Mia says that she wanted to leave because she knows her boundaries and that's why she was leaving. And I said, nah, Mia, I don't think so. I think that kitchen was too hot for your ass. So you decided to get out of it. That's what that was. Karen lets Mia know that she called Candiace's project low budget. And that's Candiace's passion. Like, that's her baby. That's her passion. She puts a lot into it, regardless of how much she spent on it. Karen says that she should be proud of it. It's her project. So she said that this was the other thing where Karen messed up for me. So instead of correcting Mia and telling Mia where she was wrong, all you said was that's Candiace's baby. That's her passion. That's what she loves. You followed that statement up with, I told Candiace she should go and tell you. She should go and tell you that that's your passion. That's what you love. Instead of also saying to this woman, and that's fine, but also saying to her, you should have never called her project low budget when that's her passion. Because you know, you being a businesswoman and a CEO, as you like to claim yourself to be all the time, then you wouldn't want somebody to come in and down talk and speak, you know, negatively about your business as well. So she didn't say that. And that's what I mean with Karen just eating up whatever it is that Mia says. Okay. Karen also goes on to say that Candiace should get to know someone before she attacks them. And I said, Karen, I have to disagree with you, girl, yet again. Because y'all, all of y'all get to know each other and y'all still attack them. Y'all all get to know each other, yet y'all still comfort each other. So what would that, what difference would it have made? Oh, it wouldn't have made. Oh, okay, then, right. Yeah, it wouldn't have been. It just would have been that she know more about her to take her information and throw it in her face yet again. Okay, like y'all all seem to do. Oh, okay, then. And while you're saying that, you also should say the same thing to Mia. Mia should also, it shouldn't just be Candiace. And this is the stuff I be saying. Y'all be making it so one-sided. What applies to one can apply to the other as well. So it's like, as much as Candiace may need to get to know Mia, Mia can do the same thing. Right? Because Mia should have gotten to know Candiace and Candiace's mama before she goes over there and try and ask about this woman's finances and stuff, and if she's paying her husband or whatever. No, that's not cool. You should also get to know her and get to know her mama before you feel so comfortable to do that. I don't care what somebody else's mama is spilling to me. If somebody else's mama is spilling and I don't know her and she's spilling more tea to me about her child or something, I'm actually going to feel uncomfortable to know that she's like, am I supposed to know this? Like, I'm going to feel uncomfortable. I'm not going to feel the need to move even further into the conversation and ask about their stuff. Like, that don't make no sense to me. What else? Eddie. That's what else I wanted to mention. When Miss Karen said that you should take the time to get to know somebody before you attack them. Eddie said earlier this season where he told y'all about their marriage and how they came to be and the struggles they went through with his family or whatever. And yet Gizelle still took this opportunity to come for Wendy, her and Ashley. Okay, so yeah, miss me with that, because y'all can know a lot about each other and still comfort each other. Hell, Gizelle them knew about your taxes and knew about everything else, and then they still came out here and drug you, girl. So y'all miss me with this, and y'all be trying to play these correct politics and all this other stuff. Like, just, girl, cut it out. Okay. That's pretty much everything that happened on the after show. It was pretty entertaining. The sneak peek, I saw a quick little, probably not even a 1 minute, I think, sneak peek of the upcoming episode. And we see that Ray is actually going to show up. So that's a good thing, because I thought Ray was going to stay at the house. Okay. So Ray ended up coming. Actually, I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay, because Ray ain't got time to be around here with y'all and showing y'all assisting everything all over the place. Ray ain't trying to be around that. But I'm sure G will be happy that he got somebody close in age to be there. But girl, Robyn, girl, listen to me. These men, they up in age. That's all I can say. Okay, because I don't even want to be too mean. These men are definitely up in age, and they still found the time to come out and hang out and be around their wives. I think that, and I don't know the dynamics of Robyn's and Juan's relationship, but I think that you should start demanding and requiring more of him. And I say that because I don't feel like it's fair for him to be able to, and that's just, you know what I'm saying, my thoughts. I know as a wife, I would definitely feel away. Hell, as a girlfriend, I feel away. So I mean, I already know I'm a wife. But anyway, my thing is, I don't think it's fair for him to be able to benefit off of the money and things off of, Real Housewives of Potomac, however your household is set up. You make a lot of money, I'm sure. I don't feel like that's fair. And then for him to not show up for you when needed. And then you get upset with other people when they try to discredit your relationship. that's because he's not showing an active interest. Right. So I feel like that's not fair. Don't be trying to benefit, you know what I'm saying, from the finances or whatever from this show, but then you don't want to show up and be a part of it. Yeah, we're gonna need you to show up. So I mean, it would be nice if he did a pop-up and he just happened to come, you know, on that trip. But I just that's just me. I disagree. But leave your thoughts below. Wendy continuing to pay Gizelle dust in the upcoming episode. G and Ashley, like I said, they're gonna get into it. I'm looking forward to it, and what I'm looking forward to even more than that is seeing a disagreement between G and Michael Darby. I want to see them battle it out. Production will get to a point of why we paying her and she bringing nothing. This episode definitely highlights how not needed Robyn is. Yes, she should require him to participate more on the show. Yeah, I think so. Like, and it ain't like we want him in every single scene, but at some point, especially being a person that was like a fan of Robyn, like at some point, girl, I be getting tired of people coming at you about Juan. And now when you piss me off, that's my go-to as well about Juan. So I want to see him show up for you more. All right, y'all, I am back. But yes, I definitely want to see him show up for her a whole lot more than what he has been. And like I said, we ain't asking you to be on every single episode. It's about 20 on. We ain't asking that, okay? But can you give us at least a good 4? All right, if it's going to be a couple's trip, show up. Show up, okay? Y'all are a unit. Y'all are one. Show up. And then, you know, some paperwork dropped a month or so ago saying that you guys may actually be married now, especially now that you bought your home. So, I mean, come on, husband, show up. That's all we asking. Me too. I used to like Robyn, but then she just gave Gizelle lapdog with the now sense of autonomy. Couple scenes. He don't want to be around her in that mess, right? And that's messed up because he benefits from it. So I don't like that. I want to see Juan more. And Juan is very handsome. So who wouldn't want to see a handsome man on their screen often? Like, come on, Juan. Come on, Juan. Show back up for the kids. Come back. All right. I am going to do that. You should watch the 6-minute clip on the Bravo website for the next episode. You will see why they said Drunk G is on another level. Doing it tonight. I'm going to definitely check that out and see what's going on. Okay, Ray and G, 2 different personalities. Interested in how they're going to mesh. I wonder. Ray may end up staying close by with Miss Karen, but Ray also gives me the personality where he can get along with everybody. But because G is on another level when he drinks, you're absolutely right. I want to see the dynamic. Ray heard there was other older men touching on his woman and said, "Let me get the hell on up." Okay, that's what that was. He heard that. Oh, why you look so good, girl? When he heard that, it was like, yeah, I'm on the way. I'll be there in just a second. You hear me? Girl, no shade taken at all. No shade taken at all. You look like the dark skinned Ashley with your hair like that. No shade at all. Me and Ashley have the same face structure. That's why I be like, wide body. It's okay. The only difference is I'm not gonna get offended with mine. Yikes. And I'm not gonna cry body shaming either. Ashley wants to be a part of that. Robyn and Gizelle duo so bad. She only acts out when the green-eyed bandits are present because she was real quiet till they popped up on the trip. Isn't that right? She was very quiet. Didn't really have a whole lot to say. She definitely was tiptoeing in her J's. Now, she did say something at the beginning when she said, "I know her. You don't know her story. I know her story." Remember that? You don't know. I do know. I spend more time with her. Girl, you don't even know this woman. And then try to egg this lady on to hop into the conversation that you was having with Candiace by kept saying Mia, kept saying her name, kept saying her name, kept saying her name. Girl, if you're a businesswoman, then you must know how to speak tactfully. And there was nothing tactful or constructive about what she said about Candiace's video. Nothing at all. And I think that's what bothered me the most about Mia was her playing in Candiace's face. You did that to be messy. You did that to have some teeth for you to talk about, you know. And if not, you probably would have created a story because that's what Mia does. But ultimately, it was just you playing in her face and then trying to disguise the reasonings behind why you were doing it. I didn't like that at all. I felt like, girl, you was wrong. You was out of line. To be honest, no one gave Mia a fair chance once they heard she got her clit done. I felt like they did. You think nobody gave her a fair chance after that? I felt like they did give her a fair chance, but I think it was the ultimate lying when she went to Wendy and said, Gizelle called you a weak BIT. I think when she did that, it was like, oh girl. Yeah, see, you just gonna really lie. You just really gonna come up with some stuff at this point, especially when Candiace was sitting there and she was like, girl, that never even happened. Who said that? That's what that was. Their issue is no matter how hard they come at Candiace, she comes back at them stronger than they call her childish and immature, as if they didn't bait her. Right, as if they weren't, immature themselves when they first started. Right, and I feel like Wendy could say the same thing about Gizelle. For her being, childish and immature, to know that this blog has made up lies about you and your family or whatever, or according to you, their lies, and then you turn around and you bring this same conversation to me and then want to assume that the body work that I have gotten done is based on some things that was in the blogs. Some allegations that were put out there about my husband. Like, girl, that's childish and immature. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the same thing they say about one cast member can be said about themselves as well. Oh, she said, I'm going to stay on Karen's neck just to let y'all know. Okay. Kay said she not playing with you, Karen. Okay. Why Mia just can't own it? Why Mia can't just own it was wrong to say that? Great question, IDK. I think that, Candiace and Mia definitely need to have a sit down. Maybe things will be a little better once they have a sit down and they do have a conversation. And I feel like with some people, you got to teach them how to treat you. Okay, so in this moment, I think Mia is learning how to handle Miss Candiace and vice versa. Right, Candiace is an artist and she's sensitive about her SHI. Okay. Mia was so into etiquette when it comes to Wendy on the last trip. Now she's silent as her dirty old husband is all types of inappropriate. Girl, she do not check G. That's the one thing she not gonna do is check G. She do little subtle things. Like I think it was like something that happened at the table where I think he said something and then she ended up kissing him and saying something like she talked about what that girl said. She kissed him and said something about public display of affection or whatever. I think she does subtle things to try and check him. Just like she also said, I guess she didn't like how he was acting when he told her, shut the F up. And then she turned around and said, I'm going to give you some good sex tonight and all this other stuff. Like that's how she, I guess, calms him down or something. Whenever he acted out of character, she tries to go and land, so she tries to do like a physical touch with him. And that's sad if that's the only thing he responds to. But y'all talk about, girl, Anyway, Mia has executed her game plan to come back for another season to perfection, including serial lying. They gave Mia too much chances. She lies too much, and she's really messy for no good reason, child. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss. I don't want to butcher your name. I definitely apologize. I definitely apologize, but thank you so much. She says, hey, Jamie, love your reviews. I'm all the way in South Africa, and it's 2 a.m. this side. Ah, okay. Shout out to South Africa, honey. What's going on? Yes. Thank you so much. Mia's lying caused people to be turned off by her. It did. It did. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if she got another season, though, to kind of like redeem herself a little bit. And I feel like I also say that because Mia gave more than people that's actually a part of this show and been a part of this show for many years. You know, even if we don't like her, she actually gave. So yeah. Sorry. Let's see. Yes, guys, please be sure to like the video. Thank you so much to my moderators that are in here hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. She should be able to check G with those big hands and feet. Yikes. Yikes. Not Mia. Who bags Mia trying to stop? I didn't watch this after show. Did they let Candiace talk at all? Yes, they did. They did let her talk. Yes. And Skylar be wanting to cuss Mia out low key. Skylar had Candiace back more than Wendy. Very true. Very, very true. Skylar definitely had Wendy's back more. Had Candiace's back more than Wendy, child. And she did. I don't know. Maybe Wendy's still mad about being put in the cottage. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Jamie, thank you for being honest and fair in your review. Not a fan of Candiace or Mia, but think they are both wrong. Yes, I do. Thank you so much. I do think that they are both. They were both wrong. That's true. Robyn and Ashley acted like friends of the show. They definitely did. Definitely did. I want to know why Mia won't address her opioid addiction, but quick to speak on her mother's big. Let me go. That's gonna be my cue. I'm gonna go ahead and exit stage left. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.